The White Lotus Explained, Season 3, Episode 6, Denials. Timothy Ratliff maintains a false digital detox hiding federal charges, while business associate Kenny cooperates with investigators. Assets will be frozen, prison is inevitable. Rick Hatchett obtained a weapon in Bangkok for confronting resort co-owner Jim Hollinger, who murdered Rick's father decades ago. Girlfriend Chelsea follows, despite knowing his violent intentions. Belinda Lindsay recognized guest Gary as Greg from Season 1, who dated Tanya McCoy, but he denies everything. Her research suggests he's fleeing investigation into a mysterious drowning, yet resort management dismissed her evidence and refuses police contact.
Timothy's phone confiscation is still working perfectly. Victoria and the kids believe it's wellness philosophy, not an information prison hiding federal money laundering charges where Kenny Nguyen is cooperating with investigators.
She still doesn't know about the charges.
Victoria discovered her lorazepam missing, but doesn't connect it to Timothy stealing sedatives for panic management.
Rick revealed Jim Hollinger murdered his father decades ago. His mother told him on her deathbed, and he's obtained a weapon from Bangkok contact Rupert for confronting Jim.
Chelsea discovered Rick researching suspicious drownings, realized his intentions might be violent, but followed him to Bangkok anyway.
Devotion or self-destruction?
Maybe both. She keeps following him into danger.
Rick uses filmmaker Frank as cover to reach Jim Hollinger's house. He's supposedly there for a documentary interview about the resort, but he's actually carrying the weapon Rupert provided.
Does Jim suspect anything?
No, he's recovering from strokes and has no idea Rick discovered the decades-old murder or that his revenge mission is reaching its endpoint.
Chelsea stays with Rick through all of this, despite knowing he's armed for violent confrontation. But she's openly questioning whether she would cheat on him and what men expect from women.
It's this pattern of following him into danger while wondering if devotion equals destruction.
Does she try to stop him?
She expresses deep attachment but doesn't intervene. The confrontation Rick's been planning for decades is finally happening.
Saxon tells Chloe about the full moon party. Apparently he and Lochlan had sexual contact with her during events they don't remember because they blacked out from drugs.
Wait, both brothers were involved?
Yes, and Saxon has no memory of it. Chloe's providing details about what happened while he was unconscious.
But here's what's strange. Gary's reaction isn't jealousy or anger. He's unexpectedly permissive about Chloe's infidelity and actually demands she bring both brothers to his dinner party.
Why would he want them there?
It suggests he's orchestrating something rather than reacting emotionally. Some hidden agenda we don't understand yet.
That's deeply unsettling.
Piper convinces her parents to let her prove her monastery commitment by spending the night there. Victoria frames it as a test, challenging whether she's really ready to abandon comfort.
How does Timothy react?
He unexpectedly supports Piper after the Buddhist monk teaches him that death is a happy return to unified consciousness.
So Timothy finds peace in Buddhist teaching about death as happy return, while processing his own inevitable imprisonment. It's this strange parallel where he can't control his collapsing life, but supports Piper's spiritual transformation.
Victoria reveals her own attachment to comfort. She says, "I like my scents, my velvet," exposing the generational values clash.
Does Lochlan support Piper this time?
Yes, he agrees to stay overnight at the monastery with her after betraying her at the full moon party.
Lori forces confrontation about Jacqueline's encounter with Valentine. She refuses to let the lies continue, and the decades-long friendship reunion completely collapses over deception and hidden agendas.
What about the dinner party?
Multiple dangerous storylines converge at Sritala's house. Rick's armed revenge mission, Gary's unknown plan for the brothers, Belinda attending while knowing Gary's true fugitive identity.
Gary invites Belinda, despite her recognition that he's actually Greg from Season 1, who's fleeing investigation into a mysterious drowning. Resort management dismissed her evidence, and now she's walking directly into confrontation.
Does she know Rick is there too?
No, nobody knows how these separate agendas are converging. Rick using filmmaker cover, Gary orchestrating something with the brothers, Belinda facing the dangerous guest management protects.
The wellness retreat philosophy is completely fracturing. Hedonism, violence, deception, and denial replacing any actual transformation, while prosecutors prepare Timothy's charges and Rick carries a weapon toward his father's murderer.
Rick carries a weapon toward his father's murderer. Gary has invited the brothers to dinner for reasons nobody understands. Federal charges advance while multiple confrontations converge.